The night sky seems full of life, yet the universe remains eerily quiet. For decades, we have searched for a signal, a sign, anything. Statistically, there should be billions of Earth-like planets. So where is everybody? This is the Fermi paradox, the mystery of the great silence. We point our most sensitive radio telescopes at the void, hoping to catch a whisper. But the more we look, the more empty it seems. To understand why this silence is terrifying, we must look at the evolutionary staircase. Every species must climb steps to reach the stars. It begins with simple chemistry becoming life. Then, complex cells. Then tool-using civilizations like ours. Each step is harder than the last. Somewhere on this staircase there is a wall. A barrier so difficult to cross that almost no one makes it. We call it the Great Filter. The question is, where is the filter? Is it behind us, in our past? Or is it ahead of us, waiting in our future? If we find simple life on Mars or Europa, it means life is common. And if life is common, the filter must be ahead. Finding even a single fossilized microbe would be a dire warning. It suggests that reaching our current stage is actually quite easy. And if it is easy to get here, but the universe is still empty, something must be destroying civilizations before they expand. Imagine finding the ruins of a sprawling alien city on a distant world. It would be the worst news in human history. It would mean that even advanced civilizations cannot survive the filter. It would mean our own extinction is likely inevitable. Perhaps the filter is climate collapse, nuclear war, or something cosmic we cannot yet comprehend. But if we remain alone, if we find nothing but barren rocks, then there is hope. It means we might be the first. The emptier the universe, the better it is for us. Every silent star is a promise that the greatest hurdle is already behind us. So as we look at the stars, let us cherish the silence. It might just be the only thing keeping us alive. The universe is unimaginably vast, with trillions of stars and billions of potentially habitable planets. Yet, we hear nothing but silence. This is the Fermi paradox. If life is common, where's everyone? This question leads us to a daunting concept, the Great Filter. The Great Filter is a theoretical barrier that prevents civilizations from expanding across the stars. It is the ultimate cosmic hurdle. To understand it, we must look at the path of life. It begins with simple chemistry, evolving into complex, multicellular organisms over eons. Each step is a leap. From the first cell to intelligent tool users, the odds against survival are astronomical at every stage. One possibility is that the Great Filter is behind us. Perhaps the emergence of life itself is the nearly impossible step. If we are the only ones to have passed this hurdle, then humanity is a rare miracle in an otherwise dead universe. This scenario offers hope. It suggests that the hardest part is over, and the galaxy is ours to explore and inhabit. But there is a darker alternative. The Great Filter might lie ahead of us, waiting for every civilization that reaches our level. As technology advances, so do the risks. Nuclear power, climate collapse, or runaway artificial intelligence could be the end of us. We see a pattern of civilizations rising, only to be extinguished by the very tools they created for their own progress. If the filter is ahead, finding life on Mars or Europa would actually be a terrifying omen for our own future. It would mean that life is common, but surviving into the cosmic age is nearly impossible. We would be next. But the story is not yet written. We have the unique power of agency, the ability to recognize our threats and change course. The challenges we face today are the trials of the Great Filter. Surviving them is our most important mission as a species. Whether the filter is a past memory or a future trial, our responsibility remains the same: to protect the flame of consciousness. We are the explorers of the void. Our choices today will determine if humanity becomes a galactic legend or a silent statistic. Look up at the night sky. In our galaxy alone, there are billions of stars, and likely billions of habitable planets circling them. Mathematically, the universe should be teeming with life. Advanced civilizations should have colonized the stars by now. But when we listen, we hear nothing. This is the Fermi paradox, the haunting contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the complete lack of evidence for it. To solve this mystery, scientists proposed a terrifying concept: the Great Filter. It suggests a barrier so difficult to cross that it stops life from advancing. For decades, our search has been fueled by hope. We've built massive radio telescopes, scanning the heavens for even the faintest whisper of a signal. We've sent probes like Voyager into the interstellar dark, carrying maps and music, hoping someone out there might find our cosmic message in a bottle. Modern telescopes like James Webb allow us to peer into the atmospheres of exoplanets, searching for biosignatures, the chemical footprints of life. Imagine discovering a planet with deep blue oceans, emerald forests, and a sky filled with multiple moons. A world alive with complex organisms. Such a discovery would be the greatest achievement in human history. But according to the Great Filter theory, it might also be our death warrant. The filter is a series of evolutionary steps. Some might be behind us, like the leap from single-celled organisms to complex multicellular life. If the filter is in our past, we are incredibly lucky. It means we have already passed the hardest challenge that stops most life in its tracks. But if we find complex life everywhere on Mars, Europa, or distant stars, it suggests that the jump to complex life is actually quite easy. And if life is common but advanced civilizations are absent, it means the Great Filter is not behind us. It is ahead of us. Think of the civilizations that might have existed. Great empires spanning solar systems, now reduced to dust and silence. What could be the filter? Is it self-destructive technology? Could advanced AI decide that organic life is an inefficient relic to be erased? Or perhaps it's ecological collapse. A species consumes all its resources before it can develop the technology to leave its home planet. The more life we find in the universe, the more certain it becomes that we are destined for extinction. This is why silence might be a blessing. Every day we remain the only ones we know of is a day we can hope that the hardest hurdles are already in our rearview mirror. The universe is vast, cold, and ancient. Our existence is a fragile miracle in an ocean of silence. Let us cherish that silence. Perhaps we are the first to make it through. Or perhaps we are just the latest to try. Only time and the stars will tell. When we look into the deep expanse of the night sky, we are met with a profound and unsettling silence. Trillions of stars, billions of years, yet no signals, no beacons, no cosmic neighbors. This is the Fermi paradox. Earth sits like a fragile blue marble in the dark, a vibrant exception to the surrounding emptiness of the cosmos. To explain this silence, scientists proposed the Great Filter, a theoretical barrier that stops life before it can reach the stars. It suggests that at some point in evolution, life faces a challenge so difficult that almost nothing survives it. Earth has faced its own filters, volcanic apocalypses, asteroid impacts, and freezing ice ages that nearly extinguished our ancestors. The crucial question is the Great Filter behind us, or is it still waiting in our future? If our telescopes find only barren worlds and silent moons, it might actually be the best possible news for humanity. An empty universe implies that we are the first to make it through the eye of the needle. We might be the rarities, the survivors of the most difficult evolutionary hurdle in the history of the galaxy. The silence isn't a graveyard, it's an opportunity. The galaxy is an empty canvas, and we are the artists. Imagine Mars, once a frozen desert, transformed into a world of blue oceans and green forests through our ingenuity. We could build Dyson swarms, capturing the total energy output of stars to power a civilization that spans systems. Pioneers will look out over alien sunrises, standing on ground that no living being has ever touched before. Our cities will bloom among the stars, glowing with the light of a species that refused to be filtered out. We have the chance to develop, to learn, and to fill the void with the music of life and consciousness. In this empty universe, we are the ones who give the cosmos its meaning. The future belongs to the bold. We are the architects of the universal expansion.